All right, give me a second while this thing sets itself up. Coming in for a landing in your own body, in your own experience, in this moment in time. Letting go of whatever happened overnight or whatever happened in the day, whatever things are ruminating, percolating in your brain, and just landing in what it feels like to be you in your own body right now on the planet Earth with all the other people. All right, hold on. And let me just set this thing up so that it is going to share itself. Okay, so we're going to start with breath work, and we are going to do sort of more intensive breath work, the normal one that we do. So we'll do 12 inhales and exhales, and then a breath hold. It's not that long. It's maybe between 15 and 30 seconds for the first one, then maybe 30 to 45 for the second two. On the breath hold, you are welcome to do Mula Bandha, where you are engaging your pelvic floor, drawing in and up. You can engage in your diaphragm, also kind of drawing in and up, and then the top of your neck, you're kind of closing your throat and just holding that in. So it's sort of gives an internal energetic draw up, and then on the outside, we're relaxing down and over. So that's on the breath hold. Obviously, take as long or as short as you want with the breath hold. Is that obvious? Maybe not. And don't do this driving, and don't do this operating heavy machinery, and don't do this where you might pass out and drown. So don't do it near water. Here we go. We're going to go arms up and down for 12 breaths. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Let me just fix this. Here we go. Inhale through your nose. Exhale either through your nose or mouth. I'm going to go in through my nose, out through my mouth. One big inhale. Exhale everything out. And then inhale and hold. Exhale with a hiss. Inhale, short breath hold. Exhale, let it go. So I'm going to talk about for 2 seconds or 2 minutes. When you're doing that draw in and up, it's like you're engaging inside pelvic floor, a little bit of a diaphragm and throat lock. And it's so there's this inner kind of tension going up, but you want to make sure the outer body can really relax. So it's very much a titrating, shifting back and forth between this internal lift and this external relaxation, right? So we can find tension that we're using in our body while we're also relaxing at the same time. There's Gaylord, he's into this. Let's do an arch and curl with a cat cow on this next one. Susan, maybe don't do the cat cow, maybe go back to the arms if your neck is hurting. Here we go. Good, big inhale. Exhale everything out. Inhale in and hold. Maybe there's some micro movement in there, some little internal adjustments. Hiss. Let everything relax in your body. Let it go. Inhale, short breath hold. Exhale, let it go. So just to say, when I am doing that breath hold with the lifts, with the pelvic floor, diaphragm, and neck, I'm not like super duper clenching. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm probably working between a 5 and a 6. And it's moving also. It's not like locking in. It's more like there's an aliveness to it. So there's like an inner pulsation. And there's like a sort of upwelling within, let's say, the central channel, and then an out and downing. Upwelling, fountaining out in relaxation. So energy going in and up, out and down. Let's try it. Last time, I'm going to do the arms again. You can do arms or arch and curl, whatever you like. Here we go. Big breath in, fill up as much as you can. Exhale everything out. Inhale in, draw in and up, relax out and down. Allow that to be alive and dynamic. Let go, relax, hiss. Inhale, short breath hold. Exhale, let it go. Real quick, easy shake, just bouncing. This would be great on the ball, but I want to get my whole body into it a little bit more, a little weight shift. If you have a physio ball, try to bounce on that thing every day for a little while, maybe a few times a day, getting everything to just agitate and move in your body. So I was in New York City over the weekend at Gil Headley's Nerve Tour, which was amazing. He's an incredible teacher, thinker, body person. Shake, 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 let it go. And so I was able to see lymphatic fluid around the brain in one of his photos, which is, he says he's only got one photo, he's only ever seen it once because it moves so quickly out of you if once you are dead. It's not, it's gonna like start to dehydrate, reabsorb, whatever. Um, but you could see this fluid around a brain, which was incredible. And that fluid is moving through our system, keeping us alive. And when we micro move, so when we have those sort of breath holds with that up, out, relaxation, out and down, this internal, this balance between uh, tension or engagement going up and then relaxation going down, we're giving our body opportunity to do something it doesn't do all the time, right? Really focus on these two waves of energetic activation and release at the same time, which we're hopefully getting that movement of that cerebrospinal fluid in our spinal cord as we're doing these different things, especially all that activity with the breath. All right, rubbing lymph flush, right hand on your left clavicle, moving that. So I find in the autumn, I tend to have more allergies. The transition when the weather starts to shift here in the Northeast, I need to sleep more. And so I want to like clear that. So the breath work and the lymphatic flush help clear that. Same thing on the other side. Lymph is a fluid in the body, blood is a fluid in the body. Cerebrospinal fluid, fluid in the body. We don't want them to stagnate. We want everything moving happily. And so we're clearing this pathway to the subclavian vein where the blood is going to return and pump through the heart and filter out. And then we're going to go to the angle of the jaw, getting in there. I'm going to turn on another light in here, maybe. I should buy one of those loops. I do not have one of those loops. I'm like old school with the lighting design, as in, I don't have any. But maybe one day I will start to upgrade so that this looks better. I upgraded my earbuds and hopefully it sounds better. So gentle, you're coming in around the angle of the jaw, really soft and gentle with your tissue. You are not trying to poke a hole through your body or force it into anything. We're allowing it to release on its own. And we're going to do a little bit of face today. So coming in right next to your nose, I like to do it with my middle finger and circles. So it's in just above, there should be a little indentation above your nostril. Gentle circles, again, gentle movement with the tissue, creating a relationship with your sense of touch that is working with yourself, not forcing anything. Coming down under your cheekbone, right in there, slow, gentle, easy. Squish up the face. You can do lemon, pumpkin. It's Halloween time, lemon, pumpkin. I guess it's Halloween the whole fall. Okay, and then you're just going to make one really gentle circle down and out. Shake it out, shake it out. Rub your hands together, getting a little energy in there. Got Gaylord in the background. 10 little dragons running through the forest in any way that feels good, just stimulating your hair follicles, stimulating your cranium, moving. So through the night while we're sleeping, one reason we need to sleep is that that's when the glial cells, the glial lymphatics for your glial cells, the glymph, is clearing your brain, right? Detoxifying your brain. So we're just letting that move. And we're going to just encourage down here along the sternocleidomastoid toward that subclavian vein. I got to sneeze. Shake it out, shake it out. Some people are really expert and they mute before they do something like that. I feel like there might be another one. Let's give it a shot. All right. There's probably going to be another one. It's like they come in threes, and this is an allergy, like fall thing. Oh, the joy of living. But what a gift it is. What a gift of life. All right. Hands together. Let's just do it. Look, we're going to go with the whole thing here. Uh, K27 points. There's my clavicle, collarbones. I come down. There's two little indentations. I'm going to circle around in there. As I'm doing this circle, I'm going to really gently just turn my head from side to side, taking in my environment. Oh, look, there's no saber-toothed tiger about to jump on me. I'm not going to get hit by a car. Here I am in my body, in my home. I'm safe. I can downregulate. I can process. Yay. And then a thymus thump, a little Tarzan moment. Oh, king of the jungle, queen of the jungle, non-binary of the jungle. Let's take our right hand to our left armpit pec. Get in there. Lots of lymphatics in there. And this is one reason, so this nerve tour, like our nervous system is routed through our fascia. It is moving out through our body. We could think of the fleece of our superficial fascia, the outer layer, and the nervous system as like an intelligence system that's telling what's going on. It's our relationship to the world. Like we can feel the vibrations of the world through our fleece, through our nervous system, which is telling us all the information that we aren't taking in like on a conscious level, but we are taking it in on a subconscious level. Change it to the other side. So we probably want to like keep those systems as intact as possible. not opting for surgeries or like that aren't necessary because the surgery is going to disrupt that system. Of course, if you need surgery, go for it, if for whatever reason. But just know that when we create scar tissue, when we remove things from our body, when we change things in our body, we're really affecting our whole neurofascial system, which means that the information that we're going to be taking in is going to shift slightly. We're not going to get the full information if our system has been shifted a lot, which is that's part of life. Things are shifting and changing. If you need to have a surgery, by all means have it. But if you're opting for surgeries, maybe not. Maybe think about, nah, I don't really need to do that. These are like cosmetic surgeries usually. Fingertips in towards your diaphragm. We did a lot of breath work, so we're just going to do a gentle pulse in and up. I'm going lower than my diaphragm, lower than the front of my diaphragm, probably about in line with the back of my diaphragm. Cisterna the uh, biggest lymph node in the body, right there in the middle, coming into the inguinal fold. And I'm not saying any of this to be judgy about choices that people make about what they want to look like, but I'm just saying that there is a cost. Maybe it's worth the cost. Hands behind your knees, but there's like a body integrity level cost. And bring it in and just bounce again. A little bouncy, bouncy. Oh, I gotta blow my nose. All right, let's just do the twists. Be very gentle if your neck or back hurt doing this. So it could be that you don't really turn your head, that your head and your shoulders kind of stay together if you're having a neck issue. If that feels good, you can look all the way around behind you, go for it. If the twisting hurts and you don't want to do it at all, just shift from side to side, like so we'll still have movement. So there's still an option. Twisting, looking around behind you. Good. And then let's come in and let's just do this side stretch and reach. So up and across, crossing midline, high up above our head. Touch, touch, touch. Very sort of aerobicsy touch, crossing through the middle. This is good for our brain. I saw a corpus callosum, which, it's very different looking than what I have done an anatomy dissection before, but this was like really the nervous system. So it was really interesting. And that is where the information is going from the right side to the left side of your brain. Let's cross low. Crossing midline is a developmental pattern that we want kids to learn, babies to learn. And it's contralateral cross body. So let's just do a little cross crawl, energetic pattern, touching your knee. This is also in Qigong, Tai Chi, maybe Qigong, where we're working across our body to get that pattern. But now we're going to change it. We're going to do it with our foot. So we are going to cross front, open out, cross back, open out, cross front, open out, cross back, open out, cross front, and open, cross back, and open, cross front, and open, cross back. Switching it to the other side. Cross front, open, cross back, open, cross front. Let yourself really weight shift. Open so I can pick that leg up. Cross back. I didn't do it on the other side as much, but hey. Cross, open. It's not always perfectly even. Open, cross. One of my ballet teachers used to say, "You don't want to dance for a dance company, Laura. Choreography is going to kill your body. It's going to just ruin you because you're never do things evenly." So I had my own dance company. I don't do things evenly, but they're in the favor of my body. All right, last one. Take it to the back. Good. And then let's just do one more pattern here. Start with your either foot going forward, together, and back, together, forward, together, and back. Now, if you want to get more uh, quad and hamstring work, take it deeper. See if you can touch down to the floor. But that might be too much. So if that's too much, just forward, together, and back. This is our last one before we switch to the other side. So easy, just forward and back without a big drop towards the floor. Level change, we call that, without a big level change. Or take it down. See if you can touch the floor. Because I'm on this carpet, it's a little slippery. I'm not taking my back steps so far. So work in a range that feels okay to you. 4 more. Hello, quads. Got to use those legs. 3, 2, last one. And I'm using my hands to make it easier. All right, coming in, shake it out, shake it out. Give them a little whack. Circles with our pelvis. Easy circles. Free up your neck, your jaw, your tongue. Change direction, go the other way. Oh, I hear my kitty out there. It's the white kitty, the noisemaker. He is out there yelling. But he's part Siamese, and that is a really vocal cat breed. All right, let's take it down to the floor. Squeaky. Taking it all the way down onto your back. Just feel your breath. See if you can release. So on the inhale, we're lifting away from the floor. See if you can really release into the floor on each exhale. Feeling this gentle rising and then descending with the breath. Lifting up away from the floor, coming down into the floor, relaxing. And then let's actually start with hamstrings, then we'll do a knee drop afterwards. So pressing up, circles with your hips, easy circles, as big or small as feels good in your body. If possible, let that massage through your shoulders. So as I'm moving, I'm giving my body a chance to release and also to engage, right? So different parts are doing different things. Front of my body is opening up, back of my body is pushing through, doing more work, change direction, and I'm getting this massage across my shoulders. Yeah, my hamstrings are feeling tight because I think I was working them a lot on Friday in the pole class I was taking. And then come in, roll it down through your spine. Take your arms and legs up in the air, just give them a shake. See if you can release, relax, and jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Let it go. When we're shaking, if there's a part of us that's really holding on, doesn't want to shake, it's kind of easier to notice and go, oh, or maybe there's some protection happening in some part of your body. I'm protecting that thing, I can't move it. That may help. Just relax into the floor again. And then knee drops from side to side, opening and closing. Easy, gentle spiral in your body. Breathing, letting that massage out your glutes and rotators. So one reason we want to move a lot in a variety of ways is we want our tissue to slide and glide inside so things aren't getting gummed up and stuck But we also, the movement hydrates the tissue. Why? Because we're moving and our body understands gravity. So the fluids in our body, like when I lay down on the floor, are in a different relationship to gravity. They can feel downwards. If I sit up, down becomes something different. If I flip over, down is something different. So let's go for a slow roll from side to side. Trying to relax your head, neck, and jaw as much as you can. Relax your shoulders, rolling rolling at the speed of the water in your body, moving from side to side. We could say it's kind of sloshing and surging like a wave. Maybe there's not a lot of surge. Maybe it's just a lot of slosh. Relax your face, drop down. Anything extra that you're holding, any kind of responsibility and all that kind of stuff. The backpack of other people's expectations, take that off. Just put it aside for right now. The backpack of your own expectations, take that off. Put it aside. Just be present with what is in your body in a gentle way. Good. And let's come let's come into center. And let's go for contralateral movement here. So hands behind your head. Here's the easiest version of this, right? Easy version, you leave one foot down on the floor. Harder version, one leg's coming in, one leg's going out. Reaching, breathing. You can inhale one side, exhale the other, or one breath per leg. Good. And relax. Drop it down. Turn your head from side to side. Let the ball of your brain drop into the floor. Letting go, connecting to the earth, connecting to the earthy quality of the fibers in your body. Yeah, so Gil Headley, when talking about like integral anatomy, talks about different textures of the tissue in your body, the different sort of tones and textures of what's going on in there. It's all one whole body. It comes out of two cells that connect, right? And then it grows this whole body inside of another body. So, and it's sort of unfolding embryologically, the body sort of unfolds. It creates midline in the first 2 weeks, and then sort of unfolds out of that. So, tissue that was like in one part of my body may also be the same type of cellular material in another part. All right, let's take our hands behind our head. I'm going to do it this way. So we're going to do knees out, exhale up and point, and then knees out, take it on the diagonal. Inhale, up to the ceiling. Inhale, reach it out. Inhale, poke a hole through the ceiling. Inhale, diagonal. Inhale, lengthen. Inhale, push. Inhale, back to our froggy roots, if we have them, or our watery roots in the ocean with this sort of more of a frog swim. Exhale. We do have watery roots, but do we have frog roots? I'm not sure. Amphibian roots. I think so. Good. Relax it and let it go. Open out, inner thigh stretch, but just roll from side to side. Let this massage out your hips. Rolling, massaging inner thighs, gently opening. And then from there, shake it out, shake it out. Take another happy baby. I don't know if we took one before, maybe we didn't. Happy baby. Wiggle, free flow, let go, soften and melt. And then let's do, I really want to do a weight. So I'm going to grab this ball that I have, which is a 8-pound weight. You could have 2 single pounds or 1 pound or a 5-pound barbell, whatever you got, or nothing at all. And we're going to do knees together, toes turned in, circles around your body with whatever weights you have. Inhale. I also have some stones over there, big stones that are supporting some of the plant holders. Because having the kittens around, well, I mean, they're big cats now, but they like to charge around. And if there's any chance that something's going to get knocked over, it's probably going to happen. So I've got these plant holders, whatever, plant stands that have to have these huge rocks in the bottom to help stabilize them. Circles, other direction. I changed direction, so you can change direction too. Let this massage out your shoulders. Last one. Good. Take your legs back to parallel, arms up over your head. Get your weight so that they're comfortable. You're not going to drop it on yourself. And then just small circles here. Think of this being as relaxed as possible, just moving with enough tension to control. But let this weight drop down into your shoulders and into your back, massaging it out. Relax your neck and jaw, relax your tongue. And if that hurts, don't do it. If you need more padding, add more padding, circling the other way. So we're increasing the integrity of our bones and tissue by shifting our relationship with gravity and demanding different types of movement, right? So like this is definitely a drop in, right? So it's the weight is pushing into my body. But it's also good, like if I turned around, which maybe we'll do in a minute, for it to be a pull out, right? So if I was flipped over, standing, this would be pulling down. But right now it's pushing in, and we want our bones to have movement that drops into us and also that is pulling away. So let's go with a just into your chest, press it up, 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 over your head, bend your elbows like you're gonna throw it. Bring it in, over your head, bend your elbows, throw, over your head, elbows, throw, over your head, throw. So doing this exercise here on my back is going to have a very big difference and on my bones, muscles, fascia, and fluids than if I did the same exercise standing up. Let's take it up here again and back into your chest. Push it through, chest, push it through, chest, push it through. And this should be like, this is an 8-pound weight. I could do this with a much heavier weight, but I'm not doing it so much to gain muscle mass as to gain mobility, fluidity, hydration, and integrity. Relax, come off of there. Integrity of the bones, muscles, fascia, joints, all that kind of stuff by moving them. All right, we're going to come onto hands and knees. So you're in your tabletop. And now, right now, there's a totally different relationship to gravity, but we're still pushing our body away. And you're going to sink into your shoulders and push through. Sink down. So it's not a cat-cow. It's not a head-tail arch and curl. It's really your rhomboids and your shoulder blades and your chest and lungs and heart moving through. If you can make this into a circle, my arms are still pretty much straight. I'm circling my body and my arms are fairly stable. And then I'm going to go the other way. And then I'm going to take it down, elbows, and I'm going to curl my toes under for the arch and push, curl, and round. Toes curled under for the arch and then push and curl. Arch, stick out your butt and curl and arch. Reach through your tail and curl. Arch and curl. And one more. Arch and curl. Come in, take a moment of just free flowing your spine. Let it move in any way. Free flowing your torso, weight shifting, finding some fluidity and some freedom in the expression of your head-tail connection, of your movement. Listening into your own body for what is interesting and what feels good. And then we're going to move it forward, take it into a forearm plank. One knee to the floor at a time, parallel, pushing 1, 2, 3, 4, touching 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Twisting underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Different relationship to gravity. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take it down. Relax into the floor. Bend your knees. Circles with your legs, just circling around. Easy, relaxed. Letting your body massage out your quads. Again, getting some sliding and gliding between the layers of fascia, muscle, fluids. Our nervous system is routing down through our body, right? It's going from our brain, the bulb of our brain, through our spinal cord, out, like branching out like tributaries of a river, coming to the surface of our body. Or like it might go into our organs, or it might go different places, right? So it's one whole system working together, and it's moving through our fascia. Often our nerves are routed with our lymphatics and with our veins and arteries, our vascular structure. Often, not always, but often. Hands next to your chest. So we want those things to be able to move through and have space. And when we move more, we're creating that inner space, or the ability to release and have a flow of energy through our body. Flow of energy, flow of fluids. Hands next to your chest, baby cobra. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. Inhale, lengthen and arch. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Hands next to your chest, coming all the way up, taking it back down. Up, surrender. Up, if you want to bend your knees, full opening for that whole fascial line on the front of the body. There is no actual line, it is a concept. And release. But when we come up like this and then we bend our knees, it's moving the front of the quads more. Front of the knees, front of the shins, front of the chest, front of the lungs. Opening. And we're one whole connected system. Take it back to a child's pose. Wiggle around. Let go. Soften and melt. Free flow your spine. Allowing some internal undulation. That's going to move the lymphatics. That's going to move the cerebrospinal fluid. And all of those things are in there making us healthier, right? They're working with us. We are living systems, very fluid, living bodies of water, which want to be healthy, right? Our body is going to move towards health whenever possible. All right, let's take it to a side plank and press it up. You're going to leave your bottom leg on the floor, top leg either here or here, circles with your top arm. Letting your head go with that if that feels good. And then change direction, other way. Nice movement in your rotator cuff, and come down, fold it in, sweep it around to the other side. Same thing. Either here, pressing up, or taking that leg off, circles. Opening chest, lungs, and heart. Wings of the heart, wings of the lungs, arms moving around, change direction, other way. Good. And then come down, and we're going to just roll across sacrum and butt, right? So this whole area from my sacrum to my hip bone is getting a massage as I roll from side to side. What is your relationship with your pelvis? What is your relationship with your gut body? If you're trying to shift and change it and force it, your body knows. So accepting, loving, compassionate relationship with your own body. Ah. And let's have a little sip of water. We're going to do one more side plank, slightly different. but same setup. Elbow and knee, you're gonna reach back and then elbow to knee. Inhale, open, exhale, reach, exhale, breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I'm not counting. Let's go for three more. Three, guessing we're around 10 at the end of that, two. Last one. Come in. Swing it around to the other side. If you're a counter and you notice that I am grossly off, please write it in the notes underneath because I want to know. She doesn't ever do the same number on each side. All right, let's go up. I try. I do my best. Going one. We're going to count this time. Two, three, four, head, tail. Five, arm and leg, core distal. Six, reaching away from center, coming back to center. Seven, eight, lungs. Nine, 10, and come down. So movement is doing so many things for you, so many things for your body, so many things for your brain, so many things for your whole system. And it has a lot of different values, right? It's not just strengthening, agility, functional movement so that we can move, flexibility, mobility, all of these things. And they're all slightly different. Let's roll to the side. You're going to put your foot across. You can leave your bottom hand on the floor and come up. Switch hands, cross, come up. So I'm putting my butt on the floor. My feet are close together. I'm crossing over, pressing. I'm going to come into this side stretch, bringing it down into this side stretch. I always feel like this is kind of like a solid gold dancer move. I don't think it actually is. I just feel like it is. I feel like I'm being a solid gold dancer, wearing the right kind of leggings for that today. If you don't know what the solid gold dancers are, you're probably under 40 or maybe even just under 50. Oh my God, my goal in life. They were the coolest people on the planet, the solid gold dancers. All right, let's take it a little further. So instead of taking your hand up in the air, you're just going to put your foot on the floor, pivot, take it back down. So my hands are going to stay on the floor, both hands on the floor, my foot turns, I pivot, I bring it down. Both hands on the floor, butt to the ceiling. Hello. Take it down. I don't know how many pictures there are of little kids looking through their legs in that position. Up, fold it down, two hands, up, fold it down. If this isn't working for you, find some other version where you can get up in some way. This is a bunch of little movements put together to get you up off the floor. It could be that we stand up from that. Right, so instead of butt to the ceiling, whole body up. We want to have a lot of different ways to be able to get up and get down. Ideally, some of them are with no hands. Can I do it with no hands? Yes, but right now I have a little bit of a knee injury, so I don't want to, or I don't know, it's feeling sensitive, so I don't want to push it. I'm exhausting myself. Let's take it down to the floor and just feel your body for a second. Tune into your heartbeat. Readjust your clothes. Costume check. Let yourself just land into the floor. We're actually going to just down regulate here. So we're going to, and this will be close to the end of class. So if you're thinking you're going to buzz off, don't do it quite yet. Try and stick around for this because this is where we let our body process, and we need that processing to be able to metabolize, to be able to heal. So we're going to do a theta breath. It's a soft hiss, tongue behind your teeth. It could be a TH sound or a S sound, very gentle, like you've just taking the air gently out of the tire, taking the steam out. Not that you're losing energy, but that you're creating space for your energy to flow. And in that theta breath, we're just going to let our spine free flow a little bit. So really small undulations, shifting. And if you're like, oh, how do I let my spine do that? Then just try like wagging your tail, turning your head, moving your rib cage and lungs. Just play with it a little bit. Become curious about what is possible in here. There's no right or wrong. There's not a right way and a wrong way to move in this. Here we go. Few deep breaths. We'll do it for a couple of minutes. Just letting yourself come down to the floor, come down to earth, grounding your energy, and letting your body process or begin to process. It's very easy to notice what hurts. So go for it. Look at all that pain in your body, but also make sure you start to notice what actually feels good. Where does it feel good? And let your attention spend almost as much time in what feels good as in what's painful. So attention learns to turn towards what feels good. What isn't hurting? Oh, my hands and arms feel great. My chest and lungs feel good. My lower back on one side, a little bit dodgy. My knee on one side, a little bit dodgy. But I'm going to spend more time in, I will spend more time in what feels good than what feels bad. But I'm not going to ignore what feels bad. I can get in there too, or what hurts. It's sensation. We're playing with our relationship to sensation, tuning towards the good feeling stuff and the maybe a little bit painful stuff. But find something good. One of my friends teaches an anatomy, somatic anatomy course, and that's what she does. And she has a t-shirt that says, "Have you enjoyed your anatomy today?" So find ways to enjoy being in your body. And it might just take turning your awareness to pleasure. Often we don't do that. Remember, many Puritans started this country. So are your beliefs about your body puritanical? Do you sit, or can you allow it and encourage it and be gentle and kind and compassionate with your body? Is it okay? Can you tune towards pleasure? Letting go of tension, letting go of outdated ideas that are not serving you, that don't work. It's not the world anymore. Everything has changed. Let's come into what's going on now. Let's come with what's nourishing now, with what's feeding you in a healthy way now. I'm adding my arms because it feels good. Like that is super pleasurable to me. So getting the arm dance in. Free flow, letting my body move in any way that feels good, inviting in freedom into my tissues, into my cells, into the fluids in my body so that they can flow and be vital, right? The more we can attune to that, the more vitality we can tune into, which might mean things start to come up. Oh, now I have the energy to deal with something that I've been shoving down forever, right? So it's not always like, oh, this is the easy way. This might be a more complicated pathway. Maybe better tamp all that stuff back down, ignore it, go into denial. Just kidding. Moving with pleasure. What is that like? If you want to stop moving, go ahead and let that go, but just really gently turn your head from side to side. Very small side to side movement and very gentle. You can meander. It doesn't have to just go evenly, linear movement from side to side. Do whatever feels good, but let it be very small, very gentle, very tender, as if you're watching a plant grow or a plant move with the sun. Let that energy come into your movement. Maybe it's a small animal breathing as they sleep, or a large animal breathing as they sleep. Maybe it's Sky, the little fluffy dog. Maybe it's, oh wait, Lily or Cookie. Maybe it's Squeaky Beaks, the softest cat in the world, next to the pea pod. All right. So that is coming into some down regulation, some calming, so that we can be in a more open space, right? Maybe a more right brain space, more expansive, where we can take the whole thing in, not be compartmentalizing, not seeing the big picture. So that is the end for now. Anyone in TV land, if you made it through, bravo. Sometimes the stiller, the softer, the gentler stuff is